airport because I was doing a half-off flight. When y'all see people posting half-off flights, no. It ain't no half-off bail when that bail is up there. So basically, the day before yesterday, before I had called my flight, before I even had booked my flight, I seen that the flight was $849. I'm not finna pay $849. Or at least not right now, I'm not. Holidays, no, I'm not. So I seen this dude, he been posting half-off flights for the whole past year. I've been following him for a minute. I've been seeing that people actually been getting the flights done and doing what they needed to do. But like it always go, God always got to show an example with me. He always got to show the example with me. I'm always the one he gonna show it with. So I'm walking up in the airport. I get through the security, everything, boarding pass, woo. So now, as I get up to the gate, like we about to start boarding, I showed her my boarding pass. She starts telling me it's saying the boarding pass was refunded or... No. She couldn't find... This is how it went at first. She said she couldn't find the boarding pass. The boarding pass is not uploading, like it's not coming up. Is there anything else I can show her? Some type of shit like that. So now I'm like, no, this is all I can. Like, what is you talking about? So then she ends up telling me that I need to go to the front desk. Like, I need to go to the American Airline people part and ask them what's going on so they can have the ticket printed out or some shit like that. So as I'm walking up there, I start noticing that I see two police officers, like, not too far behind from me. But I'm thinking, like, they just there for security measures and shit like that. It's the airport. So now, as I get up to the front desk, I'm asking the lady, like, what's going on with my ticket? She starts asking me for my confirmation number and all of that. So I'm giving her my confirmation number. I'm giving her everything she needs. Next thing you know, the officers come walking right up behind me asking me, hey, are you... stated my name, and I said yes. And they asked me if I was having any issues with booking my ticket, like with my ticket being booked. I said yes, I do. For some reason, I can't board right now. Then they go and say, was the card you used under your name? I just said no. I had a friend book it for me. They ended up saying, well, we need you to get that friend on the phone right now so we can confirm that this is his card numbers, because as of right now, it's pushed back for fraudulent activity, so that's why you're not able to get on your flight. So now I'm blowing up his phone. Nothing's going through. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was really this half-off flight shit. And after like 15 minutes of him not answering, they sat there with me. They told me that I had to put my hands behind my back and that I was getting arrested for some fraud shit and identity theft. And yeah, I just got off this morning, but that half-off flight shit, this is not valid, no. Y'all, don't judge me, but I did the half-off method with my rent, too, and it just bounced back. Basically, the dude who did my half-off flight was doing half-off everything else. He was telling me he could do half-off rent, half-off car note. So since you're doing my flight, I might as well go ahead and get my rent out the way, too. So what I ended up deciding doing is paying 2 months ahead. Since I got the $2,900, which is my rent is $2,900, and so half of that, $1,450. Already got the $2,900, I might as well go ahead and pay it up 2 times while I got the chance to. So the same, like 2 days before I gave him the money for the flights, I gave him money for the rent too. So I kind of had a feeling after these flights had just bounced back and I just went to jail for that shit, yeah, something was going to be happening with this rent too. I just don't know what I was thinking. I thought he had the connects to shit. Everybody else was vouching for him, saying he knew what he was doing and wasn't no bounce backs, this and the third. Shit bounced back. That shit bouncing the fuck back. So now my like online payment where I pay my rent is negative $5,800. I texted the dude this morning about everything and I tried to ask him for my money back. And then he just ended up blocking me on everything. But it's cool though, because I know where the fuck he stay at.
Y'all, why the fuck my cousin just called me from RDU talking about she just got arrested for because she booked a half-off flight. She gonna call me, y'all. Y'all know I don't get up this early. She gonna call me talking about, cuz, I need you to come to RDU. Baby, not in that Honda. I ain't driving it. Talking about, cuz, I need you, cuz. They booking me because I had, they booking me downtown because I had, booked the half-off flight with somebody. Baby, why would you do that? Why would you? Half off flight, half off your ass. Now you gotta go pay the damn cash to the bond people. I ain't got it, crib me. I ain't got no money to crib me, y'all. Y'all, Y'all better stop booking them motherfucking half-off flights and stick to the half-off light bill, half-off water bill, half-off rent. Not even half-off rent, because the rent people can put your ass out. Half off a Shein card. Yeah. Half off a Shein card, because once you get some items, the Shein ain't getting them back. That's the L. Taking an L, okay? Y'all better leave these motherfucking folks alone with these half-off flight shits. Good day.
Bitch, I'm telling you, if y'all doing them half off, bitch, stop doing it. Them half off flights, bitch, stop doing it. They coming out for your ass, bitch. Bitch, I should have known not to even, like, indulge in this shit because, for one, the girl that we was using, like, she had already fucked my friend around. Like, basically, my friend had went out of town and couldn't get a fucking flight back home, bitch. I had to send my friend some money. Like, she couldn't get a flight back home because she was basically banking on the girl. The girl didn't end up giving her money back, but I really think she only ended up giving her money back because I was telling my friend to get on her ass. Like, my friend was just like, oh, well, whatever. She gonna send it. Like, being fucking so oblivious. I'm like, girl, she's not gonna send that shit back. Get on her ass. Like, it's a group on Facebook or whatever. And, like, the hood Ubers and all the other stuff, okay? So, we went out of town, right? We had went to Vegas. We went out of town, and I had came by myself. Well, of course, my friend, and then my friend like had other females that I didn't really fuck with. So clearly, I was in my own fucking zone. So we get to the motherfucking. Basically, we flew Delta. We get to the part where they asked for our boarding pass. I'm like, well, here go mine, because you know how you can add it to your wallet. So I added mine to my wallet, and they like, yeah, we need y'all to step over. So I'm looking, mind you, everybody that had did the little half off deal, like, they was over to the lines. And then there was some other group of girls. I'm like, what's going on? You know, like, they must do what I did. Like, what the fuck is going on? So, but like, mind you, like, at this time I was smoking heavy, so I ain't really fucking think about it. So I'm just like, whatever. Bitch, I instantly step up to my friend, like, what the fuck? What y'all do? Like, bitch, I'm trying to sneak out to the bathroom and get head the fuck out. Like, y'all know Lambert Airport. Bitch, I'm trying to sneak back out, because at this point I'm calling mom, like, yeah, like, where you at? Like, come get me type shit. Like, don't do that shit. So they was like, yeah, basically, what y'all, like, they was like, are you a group? I'm like, nah, I ain't with them. Like, I ain't with them because they see us walk in or whatever. Mind you, I said I was going by myself. Like, I was like, nah, I ain't with them. So he was like, well, we got what he say? We got photo footage of y'all coming in together. Talk about these boarding passes are associated with fraud. I'm like, no, not me. Like, I'm gonna do right by the book. Please. So at this point, I'm just trying to like convince him that I'm not with them, bitch. It's just coincidence. We linked up, bitch. We found each other up here, right? So they pull us to that back room, bitch. You know what back room I'm talking about. They pull us to that back room. They was like, yeah, so this not going to work. How this is going to go. We're going to call, basically, bitch, they're going to call the troops up there, okay, bitch? They want to see who the fuck is, who is it where we getting the shit from, right? So, now mind you, bitch, I'm scared at this one. I'm like, bitch, I can't go to jail, bitch. I'm finna tell on every motherfucking body back here, but mind you, I'm trying to hold composure as in, like, bitch, y'all bitches better not say shit. That's what I'm trying to push on them, but bitch, I'm gonna be the one singing, okay? Y'all don't need to say shit because I need to get the deal first. So, like, all of a fucking sudden, they get a call, like, okay? So, they come take us, right? Come take us. And the man, and like, he just, I take the man, the police basically, like, well, whoever, you need to, set it off, whatever. So, come to find out, you know how, like, they got to pull you back there? Like, that's what happened. So, they end up pulling, one of the girls that my friend, they ended up pulling her back there, right? And she was like, well, bitch, she done told about the Jungle Hustle group, bitch. She done showed them the female, bitch. And it wasn't like, it ain't going on regular no shit. Like, they just wanted the person to like, that was starting the bullshit, right? Just as well as they say, oh, they don't want the gamblers, they don't want, the 1099 followers, they want the motherfucking head hunter, which the one motherfucker that's selling drugs. But I'm just like, but what made me do it, to be honest, what made me do it is my friend basically initially came to me and was like, oh, I got some. She was like, you know how your friend just basically tell you something, you just go with the flow, because mind you trust this bitch. Not knowing that she'll get you into like stuff. I didn't even know that's the girl she was using, right? But that's the girl that I knew her from. I basically explained that. But I'm just like, she was like, yeah, I know this girl, whoopie bop. And I ain't never did no shit like that. So, mind you, I'm like, I'm all for it. Like, bitch, if it means me more gambling money, I'm all for it.
So this half-off flight scam explains so much. Because some of y'all have been in my comments talking about you pay too much for your flight. Like, I didn't book straight from the airline. Meanwhile, you're over here bragging that you got a $500 flight from Willacoochee, Georgia to Australia.
What really happened is you sent $500 on Cash App with someone with a username like flightsforthelow_real deal, and then hit them up on WhatsApp to confirm it. And they bought your ticket, paying full price with a stolen credit card, and then pocketing your $500 half off sale. So yeah, my flight costs more, but at least it doesn't come with an FBI investigation and a case that says United States versus my name. So stop letting these scams plan your vacation. Come on. And yeah, it's rum in my cup, and I like it.
Someone is promising you half off flights. It's not the airline. It's not anyone reputable. Off a Facebook group. You decide to go through with it. You get to the airport. You can't get on the plane. They tell you there's an issue. Go to customer service. Instead of you to know and take your L and walk out the airport, you go to customer service and they tell you, oh, that's fraud. The cop comes to your ass and tells you, oh, no, baby. Get whoever got you this flight on the phone. You call said fraudster because, of course, they've pocketed your money and they're not going to answer your call. So it turns out, baby, they used someone else's card and have pocketed your money. You get arrested. You get out that cell and you come on this app to tell us a story of how we shouldn't take half off flights. Wouldn't common sense tell you if it's not from the airline? Like from a travel agent or something? Or, first of all, half off flight? If the flight was half off, don't you think everybody would be doing it? Like, ain't no way y'all are doing half off flights and thinking you're going to get on that plane. I mean, you must be doing charity. You just giving folks free money.
So when it comes to the whole half off flight thing, I keep seeing the videos of people saying that they got arrested or they almost got arrested trying to do one and that they didn't realize it was a crime. But my question is always, if you didn't realize you were committing a crime, then why are y'all always so nervous the morning of the flight? Like, you're sitting here saying you didn't realize you were committing a crime, but then you're also saying that you were at the airport standing in line, you see a police officer walk past, and like, there's always officers and stuff at the airport. That's nothing unusual. But you see one walk past and you immediately knew they were there for you. Why would they be there for you if you're not committing a crime? Like, why would you think that they're there for you if you don't think that you're committing a crime? Y'all know what the fuck y'all are doing. Please, y'all love to get involved in some scamming ass shit and then try to play dumb when y'all get caught scamming. Y'all are always so shocked when it's time for y'all to get carded the fuck away. Because in what world did you think some random person off of a Facebook group who is admitting they don't work for an airline, have never worked for an airline, have never even been a damn flight attendant, in what world did you think that they were able to get you $1,000 plane ticket for $500? What coupon codes they know about that you can't get? And if it's that simple, then why can't they just give you the information on how to get the cheaper flight? Like, why do you have to pay them and then them do it? Y'all don't ask enough questions for me. It's like, even if we're going to play devil's advocate and say y'all really genuinely didn't realize y'all were committing a crime, y'all's ignorance and stupidity is going to be y'all's biggest downfall. That is insane. But in my opinion, y'all believed that random day on Facebook was able to get you a half off flight legitimately, the same way y'all believe that random day off Facebook was able to get you an 80-inch flat screen TV for $200 legitimately. Girl, please, you know where that came from. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That is crazy. Some of y'all about to go to jail because y'all was trying to get to Miami, bitch. You could have drove.
I don't think he went to school nowhere. If he went to school, he didn't learn nothing. That's how he...
Yeah, that's all I can do is just sit and stare at the camera at this point, because let's go ahead and wrap this shit up about these half-price flights and free flights. Let's wrap this shit up, because I know ain't no way y'all are dumb. I know y'all came out here being that dumb and out here getting scammed and then sitting up here going to jail behind this mess. Baby, y'all got to know, ain't nowhere in hell you gonna be able to get no free flight, no half flight, especially leaving the country. Ain't no such thing. What you need to do, baby, instead of sitting up here getting scammed, just go ahead and do like the rest of us are doing, baby, is budget your money. plan your vacation, budget your money, and go ahead and just pay for $100 at this point. Baby, y'all still stuck on 2020 when scam was easy. Baby, y'all stuck on in. Catch flights and catch feelings. No, what you gonna fuck around and do is catch flights and catch a sentence. Because, baby, they is going to be waiting on you at the airport, baby. When you pull up there talking about this is my flight number and you up there at that counter, and, baby, the police are waiting on you with some silver bracelets. Clink, clink, because that's where the fuck you going and straight to jail. Now, I got to know y'all smarter than that, nigga. Ain't no way y'all out here really getting scammed like this. I mean, you tell me, I'm amazed. Y'all really sitting up here getting scammed and thinking that you really out here going to get some damn half-price tickets and some free tickets. Not only that, but to leave the country. Baby, to fly anywhere. Baby, ain't nobody doing that. Come on now. You got to know, baby. Come on.
I wanna go home.
If you're going to piece up a flight, don't piece up the flight until the day of. As a matter of fact, don't piece it up till you in the airport. If you finna piece up a flight, don't piece up that. Don't go on there and book the flight until you already in the airport. Once you get in the airport, you book your flight, you go straight through TSA. You don't give them no time to cancel their card. If you gonna book your shit through a piece, you got to book that motherfucker right there when you finna go and go through there. Because if not, you're gonna be sitting in the airport like that.
And if you are a willing participant in half-off flights, half-off rents, half-off whatever, then you deserve 100% of every consequence that is coming your way for being in a Facebook group thinking that you're going to get half-off on anything. Being that it's Facebook, it's already a population on that app that lacks common sense. So I'm not surprised that people over there get caught up in this type of foolery. So you mean to tell me that you was going to pay half the price to your plug, get to the airport, and actually thought that you was going to board them people planes? But what happened was you end up leaving in handcuffs and then get on this app still in the state of oblivion, wondering what just happened. I can tell you what happened. You got scammed. You thought you was getting half off on a flight and you ended up in a whole jail cell with a whole charge, with a whole case pending. Now, I don't wish misfortune on anyone, but to someone who is a willing participant to something that you know is fraudulent, then yeah, you deserve every consequence that come your way because you knew this was fraudulent.
Okay, speaking of the half-off flights thing, how do we get to a point where we're willing to risk our freedom just to go on a trip, right? And it starts with posts like this on social media. I went to Jamaica, Canada, and North Carolina this year. What about you? And this post got like so many different shares of people saying where they went, what they did. And one of my partners, man, a homie of mine, he was like, I locked in, worked, saved money, stayed my ass home, and bought a new construction house. Save your money, people. All that traveling can wait. It's not a flex. Now, I wouldn't say that traveling is not a flex at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that, but I definitely agree that traveling is not the flex that many of y'all think it really is. Because honestly, even looking at the shit that y'all do, and when y'all come back, it's so cosmetic, bro. It's not like y'all travel and build bonds and relationships with other cultures and other groups, and you get to see how people live. Nah, nigga, you just go there, take a picture on the balcony, you know, take a picture in that little clear little canoe, and that get hit over the balcony. Like, that shit is not that fascinating, bro. I was on a resort, so what we could do was kind of limited. But I kicked it with fam, you know, the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He really put me on game on what happened, you know, in the Caribbean and how things go in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, I wanted to venture out and see how the people live and like really get to know shit. And he was like, nah, now's not the time to fuck with that. Because honestly, there was a little bit of unrest going on there because the Queen had just died. There was a little bit of unrest. He was like, nah, you probably should just chill on the resort right now. But if you're traveling to take pictures, that shit is really not the flex that you think it is. But if you're traveling, you know, to make real connections with other countries and other people and other cultures and shit like that, like, yeah, that's fire.
Sometimes I wish I didn't have a heart. Sometimes I wish I didn't have moral compass, because when I see people falling for a half-off flight, I'm like, ooh, like I could really be running it up out here. It's no way you got you a half-off flight internationally and you scheduled that junk in advance and you didn't think that they was charging it on somebody else's card. Then you get caught at the airport and you go tell the internet the entire story. Like, yo, baby, Just because you walked out the precinct don't mean it's over. Like, your junk is pending. I could even see, like, if you was going to do a half off flight, like, for example, today is Thursday. If I felt like going to Miami tomorrow, you might get me a little, you know what I'm saying? Might get me a little. That's last minute things before somebody goes and check their bank statement and flag it, allegedly. But I got to remember that, like, some of y'all also was selling Vector knives. So, you know.